Okay, everyone. This is John Moody of Moody Mystery. Hope it's a Friday. Woohoo! So Friday is our Commodore 64 day, and we're playing Ultima 3, Commodore 64 version. And this may be our last episode. I mean, heck, you know, it's so let's kind of look at our status. Let's look at our status here. Let's see what we got. Okay. So 1 has no gold. Okay, 2 has no gold. Let's see, 3. 3 has no gold. So who has the gold? Okay, so player 4 is the one that has the gold. Okay, so we're going to save this. We always like to save this. And we're going to select the disk. I'll tell you what, this music's actually pretty nice. Yep, we're partying! I know you've seen this picture 1,000 times before, but remember, it's our best way to get lots of money really quick. Now, so you may be wondering, why do we need money? Notice that the dexterity and wisdom are up there, but notice the strength. Strength is down. And in fact, it's actually the strength is down for all characters. So what we're wanting to do is we're actually wanting to go to actually get more strength. And if you remember, there is a by the way, so you may remember that Okay, so number 3 is the one that has the keys, but number 4 has the gold. I don't think we're going to finish today because if you look at our levels, you notice that our levels are not that great. And so we're probably going to need some time to level up. Okay, so number 4 is going to be do the bribey bribe. Okay, number 7 has, so let's see. Okay, Zanzibar, let's get you healed, and let's get Moody healed. Okay, Spore Frog, show me what you got. Let me just make sure. Yep, Spore Frog. I'm not sure what you mean by metal rendition. I'm not sure if there is a, metal, or or maybe if you're looking like NES or something. So let's see. Oh, come on! Gas trap? Really? Great. Now everyone's frickin' poisoned, okay? I don't know, maybe Spore Frog should be the one. Maybe we need to have Zanzibar be the one to get, the stuff. Okay, remember we've got the mark of force, so we can go through force fields. But remember, let's not go to the, ooh, good, an axe, good. It's always good to get other weapons. Mace, it's only about 10 gold. Axe gets about, I think, 120 gold, so not bad. I think the best material you can get for the chest is actually chain. Okay, let's join everything to 3. I mean, so now Moody's gonna start to cast some H's. Hey, Prime Will, how you doing? Hope you're doing great. Let's see. I'm doing great, living the dream. It's the weekend. Okay, so we can't really heal the other players. I mean, cure the other players until we get 35 health points. Now, one thing we can do, though, we actually can use our wizard. See, if our wizard casts the J spell, that actually enables the wizard to cast some clerical spells. Now, I don't think that we have enough to cast, cure, but the wizard can certainly cast heal. Okay, so we're up to 25 in terms of points. Spell points for the cleric. That's Moody. Moody's the cleric. That's what MDC means. MDC means male dwarven cleric. MEW means male elven wizard. MET means male elven thief. SWM means single white female. And OET, that actually means other elven thief. You can actually enter for sex, you can actually enter O, and it'll say, it's other. All right, Tay-Tay, yes. We love our Tay-Tay. Actually, the Tay-Tay, not sure where the Tay-Tay shirt is, but I'm actually saving it for this weekend's pinball tournament. Because what happened, one time I was like, played in a couple tournaments, I'm like, I need to do something to change my luck. So I thought I'll break out the Taylor Swift shirt. And I actually wore it like 3 times and did pretty well. And it was actually funny because it actually got on Facebook. Like when someone posted, it's like, although it was funny how they talked about me. It's like, I don't know if you know Moody, love him or hate him, but but watch out when he wears his Taylor Swift shirt. Okay, so we're gonna join the gold to 3, and we're gonna 4-3. So we've got a weapon, we've got an axe. So let's see what weapons number 4 has. Okay, has an axe. So let's hand from 4 to 3. Weapon, I'm gonna hand him another axe. Always save. By the way, this is how you save in Okay, so now we're going back into town. See, the good thing about whenever we go back into the town, all of the chests the YouTube playlist. Okay, hey Offgrad, I know there's one out there for Ultima 4. And I think I remember, yeah, I clicked on your link. I didn't have a lot of time because I was at work. And I was like about to do it, and then someone said, oh, hey. Like one of my students came in and I got distracted, so, but no big deal, I'm not complaining. Like, so we're having fun here. We're watching, we're just, okay, while we're here, we might as well have number 2 cast a clerical spell C. I'm gonna heal up Wild Dog. And by the way, in case anyone is wondering, the players 2, 3, and 4 are all actual streamers. There are other people that stream. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my shout-out command ready. Because that's what I wanted to do. I had a, shout-out command, but it kept, like, saying unknown, unknown, like, object. Okay, now remember that number 3 has all the gold. So number 3 is going to have to be the one to do the bribe. Okay. All right, we got a bow. Acid trap, I can handle that. I can handle an acid trap, no big deal. That's just damage. Even a poison trap isn't bad because it only poisons one player. The worst ones are the gas traps. I can even tolerate an occasional bomb trap. But you notice that a lot of our traps are being evaded. Part of that reason is because we're thieves, so we're actually experts at disarming traps and stealing. But also we have high dexterities. So we have some pretty high dexterities, so we're going to ooh, and leather. Okay, so I'm gonna stretch a little bit. Oh wow, it's a bit early, but hey, I always tell hey, if someone redeems stretch, you stretch. So now the good news is we actually got away with not having to cure any poison, so we can actually take some of our spell points from Moody, and we can actually use them to kind of heal up some characters. Now what we can do actually is, if we want, once we're done with the gold and we've got our ability scores where we want them to be, we can actually go to, there's a dungeon that we can go to, which I like, because that dungeon, there's an 8th level. Of course, the 8th level of the dungeon's pretty nasty. But that being said, the 8th level of the dungeon actually has a healing fountain. And a fountain for your curing. So actually what we can do, we can just fight monsters, and we can then heal and cure to our heart's content. Okay, so So now that I have, okay, I'm going to wait until I get up to 70. So let's attack this Damon. Come on, Damon, come on, line up. Now, one thing is that with our dexterity, we're always going to hit. So now we won't. There's not going to be a lot of damage to the hit because our strength is low, but we're going to still hit on a consistent basis. Okay, now a guard's coming at us. That's all right. Guess what we're going to do? Okay, so player 1, clerical spell O, and let's watch the fun. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sweet. That is so freaking sweet. Look at that. You know, 7 guards killed in one. And remember, we don't want to use any of the let's have our back row, because you see our back rows. Okay. Okay, so again, we're going to save it. Okay, so you always, whenever we save it. Okay, so let's see. Player 3 has, 3506 gold and 33 keys. Now, as long as, so what we're going to have, so that means we can do this run 33 more times. I have a feeling that next week Friday is probably going to be the last episode for this, just because I think we'll actually make a decent amount of money on this round, and after we make the money and get our ability scores up there, all we really need is to visit the Time Lord and visit the Time Lord, level up, and get the last mark, get the mark of the snake. And once we get those two things, then we can go on to the final castle. And what I like about, you know, ooh, and chainmail, ooh la la. Why do I like getting chain? Well, I can sell chainmail for about 550 gold, which is a lot of gold. Okay, acid trap, we're still good. Not yet. I actually looked at, my last stream was Tuesday when I did Ultima, Ultima 7. I'm probably gonna finish out the Ultima 7 series. I'm trying to debate. I haven't done the Elden Ring stream yet, but it's two-handed sword, nice. But I've actually been looking into it. I've been looking to see, what's involved and whatnot. Because I don't think I have that game. But a lot of these games are now free. Good. Okay, so Zanzibar's really hurting. J. Clerical spell C, also going to heal Zanzibar. But yeah, usually I stream about 3 nights a week. Right now it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'm not sure how long Elden Ring takes. I'm not sure if that's one of those RPG games where I do it in like 10 episodes. Let's see. 5208. So we got it. We're slowly getting up there in the gold. And also, if you go to my Twitch channel, Moody Mystery, usually I keep the VODs up for about VODs stay up for about 14 days. I also do have a YouTube channel, so you can go to that. YouTube channel, that's where I put my VODs up for longer. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this Moody to get up to 6. Yep. Okay, remember, we're always gonna be hitting. Remember, our back row people, everyone has a good dexterity, so everyone's. Not bad, we killed all but 2 of them. Hey, I'm impressed. Now the good thing about guards is guards don't have any magical attacks. You know, they'll hit hard, but they don't, we don't have to, then they're tough to destroy. They have a lot of hit points, but like we don't have to worry about like, them like casting spells or throwing fireballs at us or whatnot. Remember, we're not letting our front line players hit because they have plenty of experience. What we're doing is this is a chance to let our back line players get some experience. Really? Sure, you would decide, let's hit Moody with the gas trap. Really? Now, one thing I could do if I really wanted to is I could just say, let's ignore the poison, let's just save and go back in. I'm not the biggest fan of save scumming. What I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm just going to let you know. I'm gonna give my back row people a chance to let's get this. Come on, orc. Okay. Now remember, orcs are only worth 3 experience, so that's not a lot. Okay, Moody has 37 magic points, so Moody's gonna can cure someone. So let's cure Zanzibar. What we're gonna do? We're just gonna go into the castle, and we're gonna just, you know. Now, by the way, even if people are poisoned, we can still heal them. Now, granted, the points will disappear quickly, but if you just got spell points that are just burning a hole in your pocket, no need to, you know. Okay, so it said for all of us experience more, which means we're not ready to advance in levels yet, so which is fine. I don't mind. I'd rather, you know, be okay, we're at 35, so we're gonna cure. We're gonna cure Wild Dog. Okay, good. Wild Dog. So now we're only down to 2 people poisoned. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to wait for a round a little bit. So now we only got 1 person to worry about to cure, and that's Moody. That's moi. Come on. And by the way, I thank everyone for watching. It's great to spend a Friday evening sharing my love of retro games with others. Okay, so now I'm going to finally save it. Probably should go back again because it said, okay, so we're going to enter the town again. This is kind of starting to sound like a broken record, but that's all right. Especially a lot of these earlier games, one thing I found with them is that there was a lot of grinding. You know, especially like Ultima 2. I mean, the amount of grinding for that, where you were just essentially defeating monsters all the time, was just immeasurable. Because you needed gold for so many things. It's like, you know, basically the way to get gold is to defeat monsters. I think once you got to Ultima 4, the grinding kind of cut down a little bit because you could... I mean, especially Ultima 5, because you can just kill dragons and they give you, like... You know, I've had, like, chests inside of chests inside of chests inside of chests. And it's not like they give you, like, dinky stuff like, we're gonna give you a dagger. No, they give you, like, good, like, plate mail, you know, magic bows and good stuff like that. so now we're going to bribe the guard. Okay, Moody, do not say anything about looting the chest, okay? Say nothing. Again, we can pass through the force field. Notice that the merchant, and by the way, if we do get that top row of chests, the merchant will attack us. And once the merchant attacks us, guess who else is going to attack us? Pretty much everyone else. So we're going to be swarmed by guards, merchants, thieves. Pretty much everyone in there. Everyone in there. We're going to get everything but the kitchen sink. And heck, we may even get that. Okay. So here we keep on going. We're just gonna exit the town. Thank you, Hootie Haha. Yeah, having fun. Probably almost done with this. I've probably got maybe one, maybe two more episodes of this, and then we'll go from there. But good to see you. Thank you for coming on in and joining. Okay, so 7107, that's not bad. Okay, let's do some healing here. Okay, you're going to see which direction the daemon's going to go, left or right. Okay, went left. Okay. Of course, remember, daemons are always going to... We can always... Oh, I like that. Okay, we're not gonna. This time, the wizard's not gonna cast the spell. The cleric is. The wizard's gonna cast the spell. The wizard spell has a P spell, which is equivalent to the cleric's O, which is essentially destroy. What is thy goblet? Oh, okay. I'll show you. I'll show you in a little bit. It's actually a new goblet that I've decided to get, and okay. Okay, so let me save this, and then I'll show you the goblet. Now the cool thing is, I can also, if I wanted to, this can also be a channel point redemption. This is actually from the Chattahoochee High School prom of 1996. I actually bought it. I bought it at a thrift store. So if someone would have redeemed thrift store, I could have also, shown this. But it just looked cool. I was like at a thrift store. I was like, hey, these are, and the glasses were like 50 cents each. So I'm like, okay, I've got like a pair of them. And see, the trick is, I can always do the trick. See, I think I actually went to the prom 10 years earlier. So if I have this, I can make people think that I'm 10 years younger. Okay, so we're going to save it again. Unfortunately, with the Commodore, I always have to do this. I always have to save. Oh, sorry, okay. I don't know if there is a way to do this. I don't, what would be nice, and I don't know if anyone, okay. But yeah, I actually got this. So what I can do is, I actually went to the prom 10 years earlier, so I can make people think, hey, Moody's really younger than he is. If there's anyone that knows of a way to schedule commercials, see, I wish there was a way to say, okay, all the commercials are gonna air, let's say between, 30 and 33 minutes, 30 to 33 minutes into the stream. For everyone, I could plan that and see what I could do. I could say, hey, I could do like a BRB or something. I could say, hey, time for an ad break while you're watching ads. I can do like head to the bathroom or something. Head to the bathroom rather than heading when Okay, so we're gonna ride the guard again. Come on, Zanzibar. Let's see you do your stuff. Show me what you got. Ooh. Well, I'm not sure how it works. But I know for some streams, if you're a subscriber, then you cannot. Then I think sometimes you do get ad-free viewing. Honestly, I'm kind of not too sure how that works, because I'm like, I think what's happening is, I would say the last couple months I've been really getting like higher viewership, and so I'm having more people watch. So I'm like, okay, now it's Okay, now I have more people, so now it's it's to the point where okay, there's going to be more ads, and now like okay, how do I navigate the Twitch realm? I don't know if this is a word, or maybe the Twitchverse, because I know I've heard of the term the Twitterverse, which is like the universe of Twitter. So I don't know if there's a Twitchverse out there. Okay, Do I have mead in that goblet? Of course I do. But of course, me lord. Of course, me lord, the finest mead in the land. Finest mead fit for a king. So what I'm going to do, what I like to do here is I like to attack these mainly for the experience points. Taking a bit of a beating. Yeah, let's attack the guard. We're gonna attack the guard. This is gonna probably be the last time, though. Almost a complete clear out. I mean, hey, it wasn't bad. Again, guards are good because they do not, they do not do any bad stuff. What I mean by that, they don't like throw spells or anything. Like, we don't have to worry about spells. That was like 50 hit points worth of health. Wow. Darn, our character, Moody's getting pummeled. Moody's like down to 400. Darn, holy shit, wow, sorry. Finally. It sure as heck took long enough. Okay, so I'm going to save this disc. As you can see, I need a little bit more mead, and Le King has to visit the toilet. so let's get back. So let's get back to our business at hand. Let's see how much we have. Okay, 89.46. So now what we're going to do is now we're going to start. So now we're going to join the gold to number 4. But number 3 is going to still be getting the gold. So what that's going to do is, remember, if we go over 999 gold, if we go, I think 4 nines, the gold's lost. So I'm hoping number 3 has some, yeah, number 3 still has plenty of keys left, I hope. Probably should heal Moody. Moody's like really down. So now that number 4 has all the gold, number 4 is going to be the one that's doing the bribey bribe. But remember, gold. So we're going to have number 4. We're going to have number 4 collect some of the gold. So let's see where number 4 is. Number 4 is 91.63, so we're not too worried yet. So let's see how much. Okay, 96.71. So okay, so we've got a mace, hand equipment 4 to 3, weapon, mace. Okay, let's see what else 4 has. Bow, hands. Okay, good. Okay, so hand from 4 to 3, weapon, which is a dagger. Okay, so let's see what we got for number 4. 99.06. So we're going to get one more chest, and that's it for player 4. So now number 3 is going to start collecting all over. Now, since okay. I don't know if we should have cured 4, because what's... Oh, crap, I didn't realize we had a chest there. Alright, no more poisons, so we can now start healing Moody. Hope everyone's doing great. I'm having a blast. I hope y'all are having a blast. Highlights, I actually got some new glasses. And honestly, they're great. They have blue filters. So I actually can, it's actually fairly easy with my watching my computer screens. It's not as bad on the eyes. unlike in the past where we actually went to actively kill these creatures, we're not going to this time. We're just gonna, we're just gonna exit to Caesarea, because what we want to do is we want to try to, we really want to get the gold as quickly as possible. So here we go again. We're going to keep... And again, you may be wondering why. A lot of our characters need strength. Because if we're gonna tackle the final dungeon, we need our characters to have the highest strength and dexterity, and maybe in some cases even wisdom. And for the cleric needs wisdom. For the wizard needs intelligence. We've already got those, okay? So we're good. So right now I'm just by the way, I do teach at a university, and one thing the one thing about the fall semester, which sometimes I'm not always the biggest fan of, is that, of course, you usually get an extra weekend around Labor Day. I mean, you usually get an extra day. It's like Labor Day, okay. Now, sometimes you get a fall break, but most of the institutions I've taught at, the fall break has usually only been 1 or 2 days, which honestly is not enough to really, in my opinion, get back to full faculty. So a lot of times I see like people like about mid-November. I mean, students are just exhausted. They're like, they're like literally, and I can see it in attendance, And yes, I do want students to attend class, but hey, if you need a day, take a day. Hey, say I just need a day to, I'm just. And just hope that the professor doesn't schedule a 1,937 point quiz on that day. But yeah, it's... Yay, we got a sling! Woohoo! Got some leather. Okay, we actually got lucky. We only got one character poisoned, so I can live with that. So let's see how much player 3 has. Ooh, 2250 gold. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh, got some goodies too. One other thing I'll tell you, say something. One other thing that in Hootie Ha, I understand. Cool. And I understand that too. I mean, I see students literally it's like Thanksgiving and they can't wait. See, that's why I like the spring, because the spring usually has about a week of spring break about decently in the middle of it. Usually about halfway through, so you can but see, our fall break, we have a fall break, but our fall break is 1 day, and actually it is a Friday. Now I wish our fall break coincided with Pinball Expo, because I'd be going. Probably going to Pinball Expo anyway, but it would be nice because I could go like an extra day. Heck, I could even go an extra 2 days. Okay, so again, I always like to save it. You know, Moody's rule. Always save. Because you never know what's going to... Oh. Where is Pinball Expo? Sorry, my other computer fell. I have to, because I have 2 computers. I have a second computer that kind of like monitors things. Let's see, did I? Yep. But hooty ha ha, there's actually a fair number of pinball expos, no matter where you are in the country. Like South Central, I know there's like Texas Pinball Festival. There's one that's, I believe, in Louisville, Kentucky. I know, I think recently there was one that was Southern Fried that's in Atlanta area. I think there's one that's like in the Northwest. So there's a fair, and I think there's a couple that are like in the Northeast. So there's a lot of decent pinball expos. I think my closest one is probably either Chicago or Louisville. I think Louisville is a little bit closer than Chicago, but for me, but I still. The thing I like about Chicago is it also has so many other things to do. It's like Chicago, they've got Galloping Ghost arcades, so there's a lot more to do. And actually, I live in Terre Haute, and there's actually thanks Schultz. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you too. Get real deep dish pizza. Yep. There's a place, I think, that Giordano's that actually does carry deep dish, which actually is not bad. But, you know, of course, if you're going to go to Chicago, don't go like, you know, go to like one of the authentic places. At least that's my opinion now. If you're going to like... And I'm doing great, Schultz. It's good to see you. Haven't seen in a while, so I hope things are going great. I've started teaching again, so I'm actually finished my 2nd week. I'm not sure if it's the dough thickness. I think the dough may be a little thicker, but I think that in Chicago deep dish, I think the toppings are on top of the. No, it's like. I'm trying to remember. I think it's like the cheese is on top of the toppings. If I remember correctly. So I'm trying to... okay, bomb trap. Okay, I'm not a fan of the bomb trap, but at least it only damages us and doesn't, like, give us all poison. Ooh, got some leather. If we got some leather, you know what else we need? We need some chainmail and we need some whips. Nothing like some whips and chains. Okay. Note to self: be careful, Moody. You don't want to get you don't want to get in trouble with Twitch's or YouTube's TOS, which I already got a little bit in trouble with one of my episodes, but I haven't heard from them yet. Because I resubmitted, I re-uploaded the video and said, hey, you know, hey, hootie ha, you live in Texas, so you've probably heard of the Texas Pinball Festival. Because I know there's a Texas Pinball Festival, and they, you know, I've heard a lot of great things about it. Haven't had a chance to get there, but maybe one of these times when there's a conference in that area. Wow, flower mound. That being said, one of my goals is one of the things I like to eat a lot. And unfortunately, I didn't record it, but I actually did. One place I did eat like a 14-inch pepperoni thin crust pizza. So, it does give me an interesting idea for a stream. And by the way, they actually do have those types of streams. They're called mukbang. Mukbang usually means it's a stream where you're just like where you're eating a whole bunch of food. Now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to get rid of some of my gold. I'm actually going to hand some of my gold to player 1. So what I can do, I can actually have more players with gold. That way when I go down into the depths, I'm not sure. I mean, the thing is, if I'm gonna do a pizza mukbang, you know, it's tough because I have cameras. Of course, I have to have a camera on me, and I have to have a camera on the plate, because I can't, no one wants to be, like, cheating. But that's always something to think about. Alright, Seattle Rust is here. Seattle Rust, now it's a party. Now it's a party. Welcome in, Seattle Rust. Hope you are doing great this evening. I'm doing great. It's Friday. That means I get to, relax a little bit. Oh, good to you, Sir Moody. I did not realize that I was knighted. I mean, I actually was a knight, but until someone called me Sir Moody, my title was actually Sir Rosis of the Liver. Sir Rosis of the Liver, Moody. Really? Really? Retro Game Gal, that's not bad. I mean, it could be worse. You could be survival of the fittest, or sirloin of beef, or circuit of electricity. So you know. Okay, let's see. Okay, come on, Zanzibar, show me what you got. It actually reminds me of I think of a bad joke from Teen Titans when they were doing Family Feud and someone was asking about who is this survey? Seattle Rust. Maybe I should delete that. You realize that I am so jelly, okay? I am so jelly. You get no. Hey, that's all right. You've probably earned it. Really, get Zanzibar? You got poisoned? I will say one thing. At least it's only you that's poisoned. Oh god, Teen Titans, yes. Retro Game Gal, yes, Zanzibar is player 3. Wild Dogs player 2, Spore Frogs player 4. Yeah, why not? The joke was when I'd play like games, it's like people would always like see what my character's name was, and they'd be like, okay, so we know who Moody has a crush on today, because usually it was a female name and it was usually someone that I really liked. Okay, so we're going to hand number player 1 some of our gold 99. Okay, so let's see how much player 1 has. 2574, not bad. Okay, so we're going to get out of here. Get out of here and we're gonna go back in again. Hey, as long as we keep entering and returning, the chests keep magically reappearing. Why not? Hootie Haha, I'm just curious, do you have a I don't know if you have a favorite episode of Teen Titans, but if you do, you're welcome to share it or whatnot. See, I think there was 2 versions of Teen Titans. There was Teen Titans, and then there was like Teen Titans Go. They're both pretty similar, but if I remember, Teen Titans Go, it was like the animation was different. Hey, Sound Russ, it's cool that you have some events things to do on Saturday and Sunday. Heck, take a few days off. Better check player 3, see how many keys they have. 26 keys. So I'm not too worried about running out of keys soon. Well, let's heal up Zanzibar. I should have healed up Moody. Moody's a little bit worse for the wear in terms of health. Well, happy birthday to your family member who's turning 40. And I'll be honest with you. This is just my opinion. You cannot go wrong with a barbecue. You cannot go wrong with. You cannot go wrong with a good old-fashioned barbecue. And of course, I know in different areas of the country they tend to mean different things. Because I remember at least this is what my mom called it whenever my mom said we'd be having barbecue. It actually was just a fancy name for sloppy joes. But yeah, it seems like a great celebration. As I said, happy birthday to the family member. And honestly, as I get older in birthdays, it used to be when I was like 20, I'd like, oh, gifts. But nowadays, it's like if birthdays, I like experiences. Same with Christmas. I get, And I will agree, you can't go wrong with grilled foods, especially, hey, and even if you're healthy, grilled chicken is healthy. Thank you, Seattle Rest, for telling me, Barbie. Yeah, cook something on a grill. And that could be, hey, seems like you can grill a lot of things, cool things. Hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken, maybe pork. And, not food, that's fine. I like that. So I assume that even means vegetables. Because I've had people grill corn. Match the food. I like the costume part too. Grilled corn, good option. I don't eat corn on the cob per se, but I know a couple of my friends, they actually, when they grill it, they actually grill it right in the husk. Yep. Okay, so let's say how much gold 3. Okay, player 3 has some decent gold, so we're gonna hand equipment from player 3 to player 1 gold. Okay, so we're gonna heal up a little bit. Yeah, ooh, I like that. I like that idea of. Now, also, I'm not for somebody that I don't know if anyone out here is a big college football fan, but I know football's coming back, and I think there's a few college games this weekend. So I'm actually glad that it's coming back. I have to see if my team is going to defend its division. You know, BSCS. It's going to defend its BSCS championship. Go Georgia Bulldogs! So we shall see. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna again. We're still doing our grinding. Still doing our getting gold here, but we're getting close. Starting to get close to the point where we're going to be, and I'm pretty sure that we're at least going to go down a whirlpool at least one time. Come on, Zanzibar, wow. A lot of chests not trapped here. Interesting. Okay. Good. So we're evading some traps here. That's a good thing. So far, I'm not seeing a lot of extra goodies. It'd be nice to pick up like a mace or something. Right now, all we're just getting is gold, which is nice, but still, I want, like, other stuff. Like, get me some leather armor, get me some chainmail, darn it. However, that being said, there is one thing we did not do. We did not succumb to a gas trap, which is a good thing. Welcome everyone in. This is, by the way, this is John Moody of Moody Mystery. Right now I do somewhat of a set schedule. On Mondays I do Ultima 7. Wednesdays are a little bit up in the air. Right now I may do Ultima 7. Someone also showed me another game, like I think it's called Serpent's Isle. It's actually Ultima 7 Part 2. There's also the Forge of Virtue, which is an extension of Ultima. So I'll tell you what, I got a lot of possibilities. Fridays I usually play something Commodore 64 related. This is the Commodore 64 version of Ultima 3. So again, how the Commodore works is you always have to save the state. So let's see. 5,400 gold. So we're gonna let's start offloading it on player 1. Okay, so now we're gonna rinse and repeat. Let's see, 4650. Still got plenty of keys, and right now we're starting to pick up a nice bevy of weapons and whatnot. But usually I stream about 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm not sure about, because there's probably going to be a few weekends where I may be doing something. I was actually looking at maybe on Labor Day going to a pinball tournament. That being said, I'm not sure if I want to, because the tournament will probably end at a tournament's about 2.5, 3 hours away, and it will probably end at about 1. So I'll probably be getting back at about 4. And of course I have to teach a class on Tuesday at 8, so you know how that's gonna go. Okay, yep. That being said, I think there's a pinball tournament this Sunday. I'm hoping to make it to it. I've been having trouble with making it to tournaments because I haven't been feeling the best, but I'm hoping to make it to this one on Sunday. Okay, we're gonna bribe again. Here we go. The only drawback to the Commodore version of this game is it's very tedious when you're trying to transfer gold between characters, because you can't just join it, because what it does is it will, like if your characters combined have more than 9999 gold, it disappears. The extra gold disappears, I mean. So if let's say one character has 9,000, the other character... Oh, what is the goal of this game? Well, there is a monstrosity on an island of fire, and this monstrosity is called Exodus. And so what we are actually a team of 4 characters that needs to learn the secret of Exodus and ultimately destroy Exodus. Now, as part of our mission, so what we need to do, we need to go into the dungeons, get the 4 marks, also get the 4 cards that can be used to destroy Exodus. Of course, build up our characters, and I mean characters not only in terms of also ability scores, but also levels. But essentially, a lot of these early games are kind of like, go defeat some big boss. It's like, if you're familiar, like I forget, there's like some of the karate games. It's like there'll be each level, and you'd have like a boss that you'd have to kill, and then usually like after the whole game, there's a real big boss. But this game also involves a lot of different interactions. That being said, I've played it a lot, so now other games, as the games went on, some of the games no longer were like of that nature. A lot like Ultima 4 is essentially survive, learn about the codex, and so really you didn't in Ultima 4, you didn't really need to necessarily defeat a big boss. But essentially, a lot of this game, a lot of times what you're doing is you're finding that you're doing a lot of grinding. And I don't mean grinding as on like dance floor type grinding. I mean grinding as in like defeating a lot of monsters. Okay, 2 has 198 gold. Let's see how much 1 has. 43.55. Let's see how much gold 3 has. Ooh, 59. Okay. So we're starting to get a decent amount of gold here accumulating. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I need a little more mead. Okay, so here we go again. We're gonna go back into the wild blue yonder. Now I'm gonna just, as I said, normally like I've seen some of these Ultima 2 and Ultima 3 streams, and a lot of times what they do what's called like hex editing. So what they'll do is they'll just say, oh, I changed some values and now voila, my character has like all 99s and ability scores, perfect gold, perfect experience. They'll do that, or they'll do a lot of off-screen grinding. For these games, I actually like to just grind on screen. Like to show, hey, this is the part that they're not showing you. They're not showing you all of this baloney. I'm not saying baloney, but stuff you have to go through in order to win the game. Because honestly, the thing is, you may say, well, why don't you just go to the Fire Castle with like level 5 characters? Can I let you know a secret? If you go in there with level 5 characters, you will be annihilated. I mean, it's not even going to be a case of like, it's gonna go quickly. You'll probably get through maybe 1 or 2 monster sets. And not to mention all of the other things that you need, because there's like fire in the castle. How do you avoid fire? There's force fields. You need things to get through force fields. I'll tell you what, Xander's doing a great job so far of diffusing traps. Ooh, we got some leather. I like that. I like leather. Well, I want to see some chain. Leather's not bad because we can sell it for about 175 gold. But chain's the ultimate. Unfortunately, one thing we do not get in chests, we do not get magical weapons. That would be cool if we got magical stuff. Okay, so I'll tell you what, Zanzibar's doing a great job at dispelling evading these traps and disarming the chests. I mean, we haven't had gas traps in a while, so we haven't had like all characters poisoned in a while. So, way to go, Zans. Now, don't say it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go back outside. Okay, so let's see how much 3 has. Ooh, 6413. That's actually not bad. Okay, so let's save it again. And of course, let's save our state. Okay, so one has 5,500. So player 2 has 1,000 about 55, so that's 6,500. 65 and 57, that's 122. And so I'd say we have about 22,100 gold. I don't think that's quite enough for our strength, so we're going to go back for more. We're going to keep going back for more. But now see, the good news is a lot of our characters are really getting up there in hit points because we're able to heal them. Also, the good news this weekend, hopefully I'm going to be working out. So hopefully tomorrow I'll do a workout, and you know what, that would be cool. One of these times it would be cool if I could stream a workout. That would be interesting. So I'm glad everyone. Hey, I'll tell you, y'all. I'm tickled that a lot of people are taking a little bit of time and watching me hanging out. And y'all, lurkers are welcome. So don't feel, hey, I have to always be active in chat. And a bow, nice. I'll tell you what, probably if someone got a bow, I'm hoping there's a cheerleader that likes, oh, a pretty bow in my hair. Okay, so here we go. I'll tell you what, and again, see, now, some of you may say, how can you go through the force field? If you look under player 1, you see I have what's called the mark of force. So if you have the mark of force, you can actually go through force fields without being hurt. Now, some of you may ask, well, what if you don't have the mark of force? What happens? You die. So that's why the first couple times when I played that, when I was getting gold here, I was also always careful not to hit the force field, because I knew if I touched the force field, I would die. Now, by the way, there's also other wizardry games. There's other RPG games out there that I'm thinking of. I'm familiar with. There's a couple, like I've heard of the Might and Magic series. There's Baldur's Gate. One of the older ones is Wizardry. Wizardry. It actually spans a good amount of time. There's also it's not really a role-playing game, but it's like Auto Duel. I mean, that's actually a pretty involved game from what I hear. There's a lot of other games out there. So let's see. 1. Okay, let's see player 3, because we know player 4. We know player 4 is okay. Player 3's got a decent amount of gold, still got plenty of keys, so we're good. Okay, we're going back down again. Retro game gal. This is cool, because actually on when I actually had the actual Commodore, the actual Commodore, yes, we often use floppy disks, and so we actually had floppy disks for the Commodore. It was about like 5, and it wasn't even like the 3.5, about the 3-inch ones. It was actually for Commodore. It was the 5 1/4 inch ones. I mean, it was so that was a while. That was like a while back. And it was interesting, because if, let's say, you had a program. So let's say you had a program that you saved and you wanted to use it on another computer. Back in the old days, you didn't have we didn't have internet. We actually called it sneakernet. Now, like, what's sneakernet? Well, very simple. You take your floppy disk out of the computer where you saved it. You saved your file, and then you would actually walk in your sneakers to another computer. And if I remember correctly, like the floppy disks, even the 3-inch ones, they were like, I think like, I remember 1.44 megs. Oh yeah, that was actually part of school, and in fact, even in college. You know, when I was in college, we'd often, you know, if I wrote a paper, wrote a paper on a computer, I'd have to save it to like a floppy drive. And I actually remember when I got a computer, I actually had a zip drive. And a zip drive, it had 100 megs. Each zip drive disk had 100 megs of storage, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And you know what? That's like nothing. It's like 100 megs, you know. It's like if you can't even give away media with 100 meg of storage anymore. People would just laugh at you. Well, actually, I won't say how old I am, but Retro Game Gal, when I had to write a term paper, I didn't even have a computer. What I actually had to do is I actually did it on a good old-fashioned typewriter. You know, so we had an old-fashioned typewriter at home, and I'd literally type it out. I know that's old school, but still, yeah. I mean, we didn't even have word processors. I remember in college when we had our first we had like our research lab as an undergrad. I researched it on an electric typewriter. It was still electric, but still, it was like, you know, you had to. Oh, non-electric. I actually worked on them. Early days, I actually would type on one of the non-electric ones. Okay, so we got 68. 68, 22, that's 90. $157. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go in one more time, and I'm gonna gather some gold. Want to make sure we have enough room for gold. Yep. Okay. Into player 3, and then what we're gonna do? Then we're gonna go to the Shrine of Strength, and then we're gonna take the whirlpool. But yeah, remind me when I was Whoa! Actually, believe it or not, AOL was actually, I would say, my first internet service. I remember AOL would be like that. Shh, you know, you have that dial-up sound. I'm not sure if it was out in '93, but what I remember in '93 was like, you know, we did something where it was like we actually surfed the internet, and it was like the freaking coolest thing ever. Get your sibling. That was funny. Okay, so this is gonna mean probably, you know, as I said, after this we're gonna go through the whirlpool, and we're gonna, okay. Now, believe it or not, I don't know if anyone knows this, but even before Internet Explorer, I don't know if anyone remembers one of the very early web browsers. Alright, hey, we got Tomar here! Tomar, thank you very much for the 100 biddies! Wow, Tomar, hey, 100 biddies? You know what, those are some tiggle biddies. Oh, my stream is going well. Fortunately, no one. I have to. Sorry, I had to put something funny down just to. No one is drowned in my stream. Okay, oh crap. Zanzibar got poisoned. At least Zanzibar just poisoned himself, okay? At least we didn't, like, open a gas trap and, like, have him poison everyone. Hey, Tomar, thank you for at least dropping in. I understand. Hey, you know, I'm glad that you're back back to your home. I'm glad you're back safely. Thank you for dropping in a little bit. You're more than welcome to do my trick. What I like to do is just leave the tab open while you're you know, just do what I used to do. Leave the tab open. Well, the Zanzibar gets poisoned because Zanzibar is the one that's opening all the chests, or opening the chest. So yeah, Zanzibar is going to occasionally get poisoned. But see, we've got cure spells, no big deal. That Yogi can walk it off. If only Zanzibar were here, and if he knew what I was doing to his character, I don't know, he'd be too happy. So now we're going to save, and now we're going to do. So now we're going to do. Now we're going to board the ship. So now what we're looking for, we're looking for a whirlpool. Ask and you shall receive, Moody. Sorry, I had to throw that throw that in there. Like amputated walking. Put some. I love it, chat. Hey, you know. Okay, so now what we are on another island. We're on an island, some deserted island. Now, the one shrine we have yet to go to is what we call the Shrine of Strength. And if I remember, that's in the northeast part. Not that way. Now, FYI, I've been streaming a couple hours. Right now, I'll be honest with you, I don't really want to end it because, you know, there's a lot of people watching. So, okay, apparently this is not the way. So how I tend to do streams, I tend to be a little bit flexible on the time. So if there's a fair number of viewers, usually what I like to do, I just like to keep on going. That's all right. Hey, lurkers are welcome, unless they're the hostile lurkers from Ultima Underworld 2. Really? Mains. Okay, great. NES game called Pirates, I don't think I have. See, I actually did have when I was growing up, I did have the game Pirates, but I couldn't play it without a parent because you know why? The game Pirates was rated R. Okay, hold on, let me get some notes. Let's see, NES Pirates. Or as Bugs Bunny used to call them, like, pirates. Okay, so guess what? We actually have... Oh, good. Let's get Zanzibar and Spore Frog up to speed. Oh, great! We've got some horses! We've got some horses. Oh, and they're attacking us! Bad horses. Bad horses. Bad horses. Someone asked me if those are friendly horses. I'm gonna say, nay. Ooh. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, whenever there's 8 of a certain creature, there's a certain pattern that they go in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to let my back row take them out. Reason being is because my back row needs experience points and I want them to really get the experience for this. I also suspect that the back row will be able to eliminate them before the horses get too close. Was that a spur of the moment joke? Well, I have to be careful about my horse jokes because people tell me I use horse jokes too often, and so they think I'm beating a dead horse. Aha, there's the shrine. So, oh, no. So we're gonna have everyone search. Okay, so now everyone has the 4 cards. Okay. Sure, I think I am past your prime on the horse jokes. You're right. I just can't think of any more horse jokes. Maybe if I'm going to tell horse jokes, maybe I need to move to Maine. Okay, so Spore Frog has a strength of 15. So what we're going to do with Spore Frog is Spore Frog's going to enter the shrine. Strength, so 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, 60, 69. Okay. Okay, so it looks like our maximum for elves, our maximum strength is 35. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to have Zanzibar enter. 24, 33, 42, 51, 60, 69, and 76. But I think Zanzibar is only up to 75. Good, okay? Okay. So let's see. So Spore Frog's got maximum strength and dexterity. Zanzibar's got maximum strength and dexterity. So now it's time for Wild Dog. Actually, what we're going to do Moody's next. Okay, Moody has 6,800 gold. So let's see. So enter. Okay, so 10, 19, 28, 37, 46, 55, 64, 73, and 76. Ooh, we can get our strength up to, ooh. We don't have a lot of gold though, so let's start handing gold to Moody. I'm going to be gentle. Hey Zeptune, how are you doing? I am doing great, Zeptune. I hope you are doing well. Okay, so we're going to see what Moody has. So Moody's up to 1715 gold. So 17, so let's see what number 2 has. 1742. 42. And 1759. let's see if we okay. So Moody will enter 8 and 8. Okay. So Moody's at 92 now. So let's join all the gold to Moody. Ooh, 7,100 gold. Okay, so let's see, 92. So that means we only need 7. Okay, so Moody's got strength. Ooh. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. Zeptune, Ultima 3 is going great. We'll probably finish it in the next couple sessions. Whoa! That looks like a bunch of cheering from Seattle Rust. Whoa! Seattle Rust with the freaking 500 bits, and Retro Gal with another 100. Damn. And this has actually only happened 3 times. 3 times there were 3 times a hype train got started. And believe it or not, I think one time it actually got to like level 2, which I was impressed with because I was like, okay, so let's see what Wild Dog has. So okay, join gold to 2. So let's see, Wild Dog has 64. So 12. So that's 52. So we'll do 51. We'll have Wild Dog do 51. Or 50. 18, 27, 36, 45, and 50. Okay, so Wild Dog is at 60 strength. Okay, and they have 14 gold. So what we're going to do... Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to get off this island. So in order to get off this island, we need to go through the Shrine of Dexterity. Okay, let's see. We've got someone putting pineapple on pizza. And Retro Game got with another 100 biddies. Now, one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going, as far as pineapple on pizza, I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm not a fan of eating pineapple. So, so I'm not into the pineapple on pizza thing. But that being said, it's a very Hawaiian combination when you think of ham and pineapple. And by the way, I'll have to look up the article, but someone actually did they actually looked at the pineapple on pizza in terms of science. They actually looked and said, okay, if you put pineapple on pizza and you cook it at such a temperature, what happens to the volatile compounds. Aha, we found a ship. So it looks like our ship has come in. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think this is the area where the Shrine of Dexterity is. So the only person that needs it is Wild Dog, and they only need 12 points. So we're going to do like 6 and 6. Okay, Tomar says roll for Dexterity. Well, guess what? Wild Dog has 99 Dexterity, so really all Wild Dog needs is 36. 36 in the, I think 39 in the Strength department. Okay, so we're going to go back into our you-know-what. We can't go north. Calm winds, okay, great. So let's kill these wizards. Now I'm going to save it just because sometimes what happens is sometimes you will actually get put back into a whirlpool. I don't want that. Oh great, we've got a lineup of people wanting our butts. Notice that, hey, we're not only hitting these wizards, but they are dying quickly. By the way, this discussion about dexterity and like pineapple being technically a berry, it reminds me of the Dungeons and Dragons. What the Dungeons and Dragons would do, they'd be like, okay, you have a tomato. You know, so strength is the ability to crush a tomato. Intelligence is knowing that a tomato is technically a fruit. Wisdom. Knowing that you should not put tomato in a fruit salad. Dexterity, the ability to dodge a tomato thrown at you. I don't remember what charisma was. And see, the good thing is, notice that these monsters are dying right away. I mean, that's because we've got like awesome strength. Okay, I'm gonna redeem a bathroom break. So. gotta stretch, redeem. So I'm gonna do a little more stretching. No, just kidding. Feel better. And heck, we even got a hydrate redeem. So, hydrate. I will agree. This is kind of good hold me, you know. Okay, hey. By the way, I'm decided I'm as long as people are watching and I've got viewers, I'm still streaming, okay? So okay. Now, normally I don't like to go after sea creatures because there's no treasures. But there's one thing about sea creatures that I like, and that's very high experience points. And what I'll do, maybe I'll do some leveling. Look at that. One shot, 20 experience points, mark it! About how Life-a-Cummer have old music in because they're a target for the generation that listens to that music. And someday we will have Britney Spears or Drake or something in those commercials. Oh, God. That would be funny. Listening to Britney Spears. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you. We're gonna do some leveling up. So we're gonna do some leveling up. Okay. And I'm hoping I remember my spells. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go down. I forget what the spell is. So let's see. Cast 1. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Oh darn. Okay, wrong one. So Moody's. Okay, so we cast the wrong spell, darn it. Okay. Finally, okay, so we got the right spell. Aha, perfect. So now we're going to descend. So what we're going to do is we're going to descend all the way down to level 8. Okay, there's going to be some strange winds. Yep, it's going to leave us dark. Now we're going to peer at a gem. So this gem is going to show us the lay of the land. Now, by the way, the corridor that we're in right now, this is where we want to be. Because watch what's going to happen. So we're heading east. We're going to head north. Or north. Okay, so we're just going in a circle. Okay, now you notice that when we drink from the fountain, it says, ah, that's nice. But you notice it did not do anything for our hit points. That's because this is a cure poison fountain. So we've got a fountain that can cure poison. A red hot rod, we don't want that. We've already touched it. Now this is the cool part. Watch. Ooh, Balrons, darn. Ooh, nice. Okay, now watch this. We're going to go south. Watch what happens. A fountain, who will drink? Look at that. We're all healed! Woohoo! So I think y'all know what I'm going to be doing here. So I'm just going to back off one. I'm actually going to back off one. Oh, Balrons. So what we're going to do here is, hey, we can you know what? We can just stay down here all day. We don't need to heal. Look at that. And look at that. While we're at it, we can pick up some chests every so often. Heck yeah. I mean, why not? Let's hang in the dungeon. You know? I mean, heck, you know. I mean, we've got a healing potion. We got a healing fountain nearby. If we get poisoned, we can go around halfway and get cured. I mean, heck. You know, so what we can do here, we can just stay here almost all day and just like level up to our heart's content. I like that. Good idea. Lord Moody of the Mysterium. Giants, they're not as much experience, but still. And notice that since we have maximum strength, guess what that means? We're just gonna be picking up experience like you won't believe. Heck, I can... Oh, come on, orcs, really? It's gonna take a while. I mean, why not? See, why not level up in a place where if let's say you get hurt, I mean, I've got a healing fountain a step away. I mean, secret, if you want to succeed at this game, you need to have your hit point you need to be at almost maximum level. Well, no, not really maximum level. So what we can do, we can just literally stay in this dungeon. Now, you may be wondering, okay, Moody, how tough is it to get out of this dungeon? It's very tough. I'm just kidding. If you want to get out of the dungeon, all you have to do is just cast the clerical spell I. Guess what? You're out of the dungeon. Voila. And see, what we're not only doing, we're not only picking up experience points slowly. Notice Spore Frog's now level 12. So you got Moody and Wild Dog at level 14. Zanzibar's bringing up the rear at level 10. Each of these orcs should just be one hit. One hit for the orcs and they're gone. And so, I mean, and this is... I know this is part of grinding, and see what we can do with this. We can actually get Wild Dog. So Wild Dog's the only one that needs 39 strength points. And this actually will get the not only get the strength points for Wild Dog, but will also get know, get the Okay, so let's maybe do a couple more minutes of leveling up, and then I'll ooh. Okay, so this is where what you notice that we've got Bowron. So let's just zap them. Look at that. We killed all that. We just went up one level just by casting that spell. Look at that. Are we good or are we good? No, don't answer that. We are darn good. And heck, we don't even need the fountain. We still haven't been injured yet. Because we're kicking butt so quickly. Oh great, skeletons. Okay, we only got one skeleton. Now, question, why did the skeleton want to buy weight gainer? Ooh la la, chain! Ooh la la! Chain, good bad. And so we'll go a couple more minutes, and I already know who I'm going to send you to. Please, if you want, please stick around. We're gonna, as I said, about 2 or 3 more minutes. And I'm gonna raid someone, unless we get raided. Hey, if we get raided, then I'll be like, yeah. You know, but we're just gonna, you know, so. Okay, so we've got some giants, good. I'll tell you what, we're mowing down these giants like nobody's business. Now, unfortunately, I just realized that I can't, that I have to, that I actually, my number one, my cleric needs, I think, 40 points. Needs I believe 40 points in order to cast the spell to get out of the dungeon. So once my cleric hits about 40 points, we're gonna cast that spell. Okay, Wild Dog, do your thing. Nicely done, nicely done. Oh boy. Now, by the way, these guys can poison us, so we have to be a little careful here. That being said, if we're gonna knock them out, in one, like one you know what, I don't think we have too much to worry about. Okay, so let's cast a clerical spell. I think it's I. Clerical spell I, and guess where we are? We are back on the surface. So we're gonna save it here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send y'all over to a great pinball streamer. Let's see, what's Wild Dog Arcade playing? Wild Dog Arcade's playing F-14 Combat. Heck yeah, we're going to Wild Dog Arcade. Hey, thank you everyone. I'll see you back on Monday for more Ultima 7. For Ultima 7. But But hey, stick around for the raid and send Wild Dog Arcade the same love that you sent me. Y'all have a great night, and I do want to say happy Friday. Thank you.